Hello children, let us continue with the topic properties of integers of standard 7th chapter number 1, that is integers. We have already studied about three properties that were closure, commutative and associative property. Let us move to few more properties. Here the property which we are going to study about is distributive property of multiplication over addition as well as subtraction. We'll be studying about both, but one by one. Here we are starting with the very first one, that is distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now, distributive. The word is regarding distribution. You are distributing something. So it is expanding, increasing in size. Okay. Now with this knowledge, you are going to concentrate on the statement, that is the mathematical statement which is written here. This is regarding addition and multiplication. So the mathematical statement that is written in green color, you will see that it has two signs, addition and multiplication. Here, for any integer a, b and c, for any integer a, b and c, we can say that a multiplied by, in the bracket it is b plus c, equal to a multiplied by b plus a multiplied by c. Now children, what is happening here is b plus c is in bracket, a is outside it. Now this a is being multiplied by two numbers which are there inside the bracket. So a is initially multiplied by b and then a is again multiplied by c. But then in between b and c you have the sign, that is plus sign. So that sign is to be put exactly in between. That is how the statement becomes a multiplied by b plus c equal to a multiplied by b plus a multiplied by c. So I hope the way it is expanded, distributed, you have understood. For understanding it much better, we have taken three numbers, any three integers as we have been talking about now. So here the three integers are 2, -4 and 5. So we have substituted it 2 multiplied by -4 plus 5 equal to 2 multiplied by -4 plus 2 multiplied by 5. So I hope with this, the expansion, that is the distribution, you have understood. Children, now if you solve the left hand side separately and try to get the answer, that will be equal to the right hand side. You can try it on your own. Let's move to the next property. It is regarding subtraction. This particular one which we have studied now, it was regarding addition. This is the same property, that is distributive property for multiplication over subtraction. So you will see that three integers are there, a, b, c. A is multiplied by b minus c because there is subtraction. We are talking now about subtraction. So exactly in between you will have that minus sign, and then a will be multiplied by the first number, that is b, and then a will be multiplied by the second number, that is c. This is how you get the mathematical statement. For your understanding, three integers are taken, 3, 2 and 4. 3 multiplied by 2 minus 4. You can solve it on your own. You will check yourself. Then it is distributed as 3 multiplied by 2, in between minus sign, and then 3 multiplied by 4. Now the next property. Here we are talking about additive identity. Additive means we are adding something. Identity. What do you mean by identity? When you say something is identical, that means it should be similar, it should look same, it should be same. Here we are finding out additive identity. That means a number when added doesn't change the identity, it remains the same. So the number 0 is the additive identity, as any integer added to 0 gives the number itself. You all know this. Only you are not knowing the term. So the term is additive identity and it is 0. So you take any number on your own, add 0 to it, you will get the same answer. One example is done here. -2. Add it to 0. You get -2. So we'll call 0 as the additive identity. Similarly, we have multiplicative identity. The meaning will be quite similar. Multiplicative, so you are multiplying the number and you are getting identity, that is identical number. So the multiplicative identity is 1. When you multiply any number by 1, you get the number itself. So you will say that multiplicative identity is 1. It's written here a multiplied by 1, or you change the order 1 into a, because you know that multiplication is commutative, equal to a. A is the answer. So one example is again done for you. -5 multiplied by 1 gives you -5. You can select any of your number. Next, this is some knowledge regarding additional knowledge regarding integers, some more facts. For any integer a, we have a divided by 0 is not defined. You cannot divide any number by 0. It's not defined. Then 0 divided by a equal to 0. But 0 can be divided. Okay, the difference you must understand. The next, a divided by 1 equal to a. Next, rules of multiplication. When you have two numbers which have the same sign, either plus sign or both minus sign, both plus, both minus, such numbers when multiplied gives you a positive answer. Other way, if two numbers are there, one is negative and one is positive, your answer is always negative. Then the next one, fifth statement here, minus into minus into minus. How many minus we are considering? 3. The final answer will be minus. When you have 3 numbers which are all negative, the answer will be negative. The same is true for 5 numbers. Then 7 numbers, all negative. The product is always negative. So if odd number of negatives are there and they are multiplied, the answer will be negative. The other way, if you have even number of negatives, for example, you have 2, 4, 6, such numbers, even numbers of negatives, the answer will be positive. Now the last topic here, rules of division. That is quite similar to the multiplication one. Both positive, both negative, the answer is positive. One negative, one positive will always give you negative answer. With all these knowledge, we'll start with the exercise, next exercise in the coming video. Thank you for now. Keep practicing.